Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Hiroshi from Japan. And let's take a look at your situation. So you say, I want to study architecture at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles. To be admitted at USC, I need to get a minimum score of 20 on the TOEFL IBT with a minimum score of 20 in each section. I've taken you want to say here, I've taken the TOEFL test 3 times, I think is better word order. You say, but I've not met the speaking score requirement. So you got 17 out of 30 on speaking, you got 20 out of 30 on speaking, and you got 22 out of 30 on speaking. So you say, what are the criteria ETS raters use for the speaking tasks? All right, you know what? I'll include a link in this email to the rubrics that ETS uses so you can understand your score, but they already tell you this when you get your score report back, right? So what does your score report tell you? You say, does your speaking section resemble the ETS rater scoring criteria? Yes, it does. You say, if you could explain to me in a detailed manner what are these speaking criteria, I would like to take your speaking course. I hope that your course can help me to reach my speaking score goal of 26. Wow. My goodness. So you need to go from let's say your average right now is around 20, 21 points. You need to get about 5 points higher in the speaking section. Okay. So let's take a look at the rubrics. And I've adapted the rubrics that ETS uses, and every time that you complete a independent or integrated speaking practice test in my online course, Hiroshi, I will comment in 3 areas. I'll comment on your delivery, your language use, and your topic development. That's exactly the 3 areas that the TOEFL IBT human raters use to evaluate your speaking. So I'm going to take an average of your score. So I'm going to say you're right around 20 or 21 on the speaking right now. So what does that mean? Okay, that means with delivery, here's what it means. Listener effort is needed because of your unclear articulation, awkward intonation, or choppy, fragmented, telegraphic, frequent pauses and hesitations. It means that you have to work on improving your tone. You have to work on more clearly pronouncing your vowel and consonant sounds of American English. But that's not all. If you're scoring where you are right now, you also have some language use issues. Typically, you have limited range and control in your grammar and your vocabulary. And these limitations, Hiroshi, they're preventing you from fully expressing your ideas. When you do use vocabulary and grammar, typically you're using more basic grammar and vocabulary. So sometimes it's difficult to understand how everything is connected because of the simple grammar and the simple vocabulary that you're using. Now with topic development, here's your issues. When you're explaining ideas on the independent and integrated speaking tasks, you're explaining mostly basic ideas with limited details and support. It's also difficult to understand how your ideas are connected. So these are some of the issues that you're having right now with your delivery, language use, and topic development. That's exactly why you're getting the score that you are. But you already know this if you read your score report. The score report you get from ETS every time after you take the TOEFL exam, it tells you what your problems are. It tells you what problems you're having in the speaking, the writing, the reading, and the listening. So I encourage you to look back at your score report one more time so you can understand more about that. All right, so I think that covers pretty much what I wanted to say. Now what I will also do, Hiroshi, is in the email you will notice I will have a link to the ETS speaking rubrics that ETS uses to grade your speaking. And again, I will also use those same rubrics when I evaluate your speaking. Now if you want to see how my course works, you can go over to my Voxy Pop discussion group And you can certainly see the students who are completing independent practice tests right now, and you can see the kinds of comments that I give them on a daily basis. All right, anyway, thank you very much, Hiroshi. You can do this. You can reach your goal. It's going to take some time, but you can do it. And if you do decide to join my course, I recommend two things. First thing you want to do is to complete my pronunciation pretest in the second section of my course, right? And then the next day, start posting independent and integrated speaking practice tests on a day-to-day basis. I also recommend that you take some notes, start writing down. I want you to keep a speaking journal where you keep track of the comments I'm giving you as they relate to pronunciation, language use, and also topic development.